There go my dogs. Friends and neighbors, hello. Happy to have you here. Thanks for joining me. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is doing okay. I got something special for you in this video. Usually I do my unboxings and my reviews separately. For this video, I'm going to do it all in one smorgasbord. Because this is not like other saber videos I've done. This is my first custom install that I've sent away for a commission, and I'm very excited to show this off. So what happened was I was sent as a gift from a friend from CC Sabers, the Dark Apprentices, which is Darth Maul's, half of his staff, and then Ventress's saber from the latter half of the Clone Wars show. And of course in the last season, Maul has both pieces, he combines them for his staff. So I was sent those as empty hilts. And I got in touch with Jeremy, aka the Saber Merchant, and put a request in to have an installation done on those. And of course he was happy to do that. I sent the sabers off. If you've been following me or him on Instagram, you might have seen some of the details on this. But they are here, and I am very excited to show them off. I'm not going to start with that box though, because one thing I also had Jeremy do was blades. Because these sabers they need a 7/8 inch blade and not the standard 1 inch. Now I've got 1 inch blades, plenty of them. I don't have any 7/8. So Jeremy was able to make a couple for me. So we are going to not waste any time and get right into it. We'll check out the blades before I check out the hilts. Now I think the total time from me sending these away to Jeremy, him getting them, him doing the installation, send them back to me, I think it took maybe about 2 weeks. Not a long time. When I contacted him, he had an opening in his commission list, and he was more than happy to hook me up. So I said, "Yes, sir, do your thing." So what I'm going to do, as I'm opening these blades up, just to explain what I'm going to do, I am going to show off everything that he sent. And then it'll be instantaneous for you. But I am also going to take the time to read up on some notes that he sent me about the product. He did advise me of that ahead of time. So I'm going to show off the goods, take some time to review them, and then by review, I mean for myself, familiarize myself with controls and how to assemble this and that. And then when I'm comfortable enough, I will show off everything for you guys. So this is probably going to be a recording in 2 sessions. For you guys, though, it'll be instantaneous, so don't worry about that. Oh yeah, these are definitely thinner than the usual. For those of you who are unfamiliar, This, of course, is the regular 1-inch blade. And this would be the 7/8. So you can see the size difference. So yes. Two blades for two hilts. And he made these himself. So these are about 32 inches. Alright, very cool. So I'm going to keep those handy. Now we come to the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. By the way, if you don't follow the Saber Merchant on Instagram, you should definitely check him out. Because he's got the good stuff. And definitely check out his Etsy store. Because in addition to commissioned installs, he also sells his own products. Surely you've seen my 0.3 that I've shown off. That's the saber that he sells. And of course, cheap plug incoming. The saber that I'm going to be giving away, the hilt, that is part of a 0.1 and part of a 0.2 from him, his sabers. So, very, very good stuff. Alright, we've got, okay, packaging that I don't need. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. I do need that. I'm going to put that aside. There we go. Business cards. I'm going to show these off. So very cool. I'm going to hang on to these. Very, very cool. Let me see. Ah, yes, my receipt. Yep. Okay. And here we've got battery charger. He gave me the heads up. He was sending me one of these. So I shall put that aside. Everything all bubble wrapped like crazy. Very well protected. So I sent him these in the box that I received the hilts in. And like I said, CC Saber sells these. You can buy them empty or you can buy them installed. But I will speak on that a little later on in the video. Alright? Alright. There's a lot of bubble wrap, but I prefer bubble wrap versus shrink wrap. Alright. Okay. So this is everything that Jeremy sent along. As I said, this box is the original box that I received with the hilts. USB cable. Notes about how to do the Ventress hilt, and some notes about the Maul hilt. This screw will come into play later. Okay. There's the Ventress. Even empty, it's a nice hilt, really. But now, of course, I've got it installed. Definitely have to examine that and show it off. And then this, of course, is Maul's hilt. Very nice, as you can see. Alright, so here's where I pause. Like I said, for you guys, it's going to be instantaneous. It is a Friday morning as I'm filming this right now. If I can do this video, the rest of this video later today, I will do so. But I want to take the time and familiarize myself with what Jeremy did. That way I can give you a good show off of all the stuff that he did, as well as making sure I don't bust anything. So, I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. So, it took a little bit of time to review some notes that Jeremy had sent me. The first thing I'm going to say, Jeremy, oh boy, you, yeah, the man did a real bang-up job. First of all, let me show off the Ventress hilt. Not a bad saber at all, to be honest. The only thing I had to keep in mind, Jeremy had mentioned, it's more of a design issue with the saber itself than anything. This is the button setup, alright? The top button here is the main. The bottom half of this is the auxiliary. Okay? It doesn't have the same tactile feel as a regular saber. This feels kind of spongy. Is how Jeremy described it in his opinion. I have to agree, but not a deal breaker. Don't get me wrong. It's just something to keep in mind. Before I turn this thing on, I want to show you what Jeremy did. So this is the pommel, of course. And what he did was, I'll slide this out carefully. We have a removable chassis. Now, inside the saber itself, I'm going to angle my light to kind of show you, at the risk of blinding myself. You can see some NeoPixel NeoPixel plate there. Okay. I need a better light. Alright. So what he did was, this part here is for the emitter for the blade, along with something else that I'll show you in a second. And then the removable chassis has the pins, of course. We have a battery all wrapped up. Very nice looking chassis. There, of course, is the Golden Harvest soundboard, along with the SD card. Very easy access. speaker from the man himself. So very solid construction, as you can see. Now let me just get this back in. Okay. I'll show you what he did with this particular hilt. I'm going to turn off my light so you can see it. Okay. So keep your eye on the emitter. Alright. So Jeremy added an LED strip to kind of give this a little pizzazz. Like I said, the bottom button is the auxiliary. And the main on top. Alright, so let me get a blade in here. So this particular hilt has the one retention screw. And I know I have my light off, I apologize for that, but I want to be able to maximize the effect to show you how good this is. Okay. Skinny blade compared to what I'm used to. Alright. Whoa! Nice! Man, that is bright. Oh, very cool. That just adds just the right touch, you know? And the hilt itself, I mean, the hilt itself is pretty smooth. You know, no sharp edges. You know, the button isn't the greatest. The buttons aren't the greatest compared to what I'm used to, but you know what? That's small potatoes. Nice venting on the pommel there. That's good and mild, man, I'll tell you. Jeremy did a real nice job with the blade. It's lightweight, so I mean I don't spar with the NeoPixel anyways, but you know I like the blade. It doesn't feel heavy in the blade, like it's not going to dip on me while I'm holding it. Very, very solid. Very, very happy with that. All right, now for the maul hilt. Jeremy included notes on how to take this off, take this apart to show the goods. These buttons got to come off, and then the bottom half on the screws. Now this chassis, I'm pretty sure is not removable. But that's okay because we got easy access to the battery. Again, Golden Harvest, there's your SD card, or my SD card. You get your own SD cards. Speaker. Very, 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 very solid construction there. So this one, because of how it is, this one doesn't have to be removable. The Ventress hilt does. Screw that back in. These back in here. These are just little extra greebles, as they call them, to add a little bit of flavor to the hilt. The hilt itself, no sharp edges. Again, the Covertech wheel right here, that's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but that's all right. I can hold the saber under that wheel, which isn't a problem. And again, we have the emitter there. I'm going to shut off my light to show, once again, the top button is the main, the bottom one is the auxiliary. And you'll notice that for this one, very subtle, you know, nothing over the top. Very smooth on the sling. You got the little blinkies, just add a little bit of perfect touch. Time to get a blade in this bad boy. So Jeremy did include the retention screws, so not a problem there. Alright. Turn the light off and oh, that is bright. Whew. Very cool. Alright, so I need a new light. I'm doing the best I can with what I got, folks. Be patient with me. Alright. So other than the Covertech wheel, like I said, being right there, that takes some getting used to. But not a deal breaker. You know, I can grab the hilt by here. Not a problem. Easy access with the thumb. Very, very cool. One other thing I'm going to show off, of course. 1, 2, 3. So yes, there is a way, of course, to combine this into a staff, and it does not require any special installation trick on Jeremy's part or anybody else's part for that matter. Everything that you will need for that is included in the kit from CC Sabers. You remember this screw that I had mentioned? Okay. Comes with this Allen wrench. Alright? And what you have to do, a little bit of show and tell for you. This does require a little bit of care, but what you gotta do is you gotta take the pommel from the ventris. And you'll notice the pommel for the maul hilt it fits right in there. Okay? And what you gotta do is, when you have the ventris pommel in the maul pommel, you wanna make sure you have it all the way in. Just like that. Okay? The center hole is where the screw goes. I didn't realize it when I first got it. It was Jeremy himself who discovered it, or figured it out, I should say. So, happily it did not require any special configuration or alteration on his part. Okay. So you will see that screw, it's in there. And then what you have to do, you basically, very carefully now, you screw the ventris pommel back into the hilts. And there you go. You have your Dark Apprentice staff. And then, to disconnect, you again, very carefully, gently unscrew the ventris hilt. And take out that connecting screw. And one thing that Jeremy mentioned, and I can see his point, because you only have one screw holding this together, I want to go easy with the dueling or the sparring. Which I don't do anyways, so that's not a problem for me. Even still, I would be very careful with the swinging. I'm mostly going to keep these hilts separate anyways. I might connect them every now and then just to show off. But it is a big boy when it's connected, so got to be picky about where you show it off. You gotta make sure you have a lot of room. And there we go. We once again have our separate ventris and maul hilts. Alright, so a little note about the pricing. I'm not really going to go into what Jeremy charged me. Not so much because I don't want to talk about what I spent, but only because that was my cost. Okay, for you, I don't know if his prices are like for any hilt or if it's just specific for the work that he does. Okay, so I don't want to tell you what I end up spending and then you contact him, uh, and get a price that's different than mine and have you wondering, well, you only charge, Jedi Phoenix, that bad, you're charging me. I don't want to get into that. All right, and I don't want one thing I will say, worth every penny. Okay? So rest assured of that. One thing I will also mention, without going into specifics on price, if you buy this staff, both hilts from CC Sabers installed, it's going to be about $750 from them. But here's the thing. It doesn't come with blades. You have to order the blades separate. Alright? Even outside of price, okay? If you get these installed from CC Sabers, you're just going to get the installed chassis, but with none of the extra touches that Jeremy might give, or Jeremy from Solo Sabers, or Benji from Nerf Herder Custom, or any of them. Okay? Not only that, if you order from CC Sabers, you're only going to get Profi. That's all they offer. Want my advice? Pick up the empty hilts. Contact the installer of your choice. And that way, you can get the soundboard you want and whatever any little extra touches they want to add. Okay? That's the way to go. Just my opinion. So, that's going to about wrap it up for this video. Needless to say, I'm very happy. Jeremy, I know you're watching this, man. Thank you so much. You did an excellent job. We will be doing business again soon, sir. All right, I greatly appreciate it. Check out Jeremy, Saber Merchant, his Etsy store, Instagram page. I will leave a link for both of those in the description of this video. Check out these sabers at ccsabers.com. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. We're on the journey to 500. We're getting there a little bit closer every time. Thank you for watching. As always, friends and neighbors, until the next video, please, 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 be good, be well, be safe, and be happy.